mom has helped, and she says, how can they sacrifice for me? And so that thing from inside is what's burning and motivating her. Then when you heard Dr. Nkata, she says that thing you feel becomes your fuel, your petrol, that makes you do things, how you feel. When she talked about self-esteem and things like that, she says that becomes, so motivation has to come from inside. It has to come from something that touches your heart. Do you understand? So you saw her in her time, it was because she wanted to make herself better. Cameron says it's because of how she's seen her mom, isn't it? And that makes her want to do more. She has seen how the mom. So each of us has something that makes us want to do this, isn't it? Good. For us training you, for example, is because we have seen how they've abused women, how society has put women down, and how it starts from when you're a kid. And that's the motivation for us to do this. You understand? So when you have a reason that when people are giving up, you don't give up because that reason is personal to you. You get it? So that's how you begin. That's where it comes from. Yes, number 2. Does that answer? Does that make sense? Good.
How does personal growth or development affect relationships?
The more you improve, the more you develop yourself, the better you are to everybody around you. Because you see, you get better. Once you get better, your relationships get better. If you don't change, you see, everything in life, that's why we're doing personal development. Everything around you, the 2 things that are you cannot do anything about. Number 1 is change, number 2 is time. Those 2 things, no human being can affect. Now, if change is going to happen, like we're talking to Dr. Nkata to help us with the next one, in the next 10 years, there are some jobs that won't exist. So if you are going to school now, going to study those courses, by the time you are finishing university, there will be no job for that. How many of you remember post office? What use is post office now? What changed the game of post office? Technology, email. Once email came, nobody writes. Post office nice for what? They even sell things in that building, isn't it? So you find that if you are not developing yourself, you become past tense. You become old. Because life is moving forward and you are stuck. Let me give you an example. Both of you come, please. Both of you come. 3 of you come. So imagine these 3 wonderful girls. They start at the same time in life. Come here. Thank you. So they're all starting at the same time in life. Stand down there. Yeah, on the same line. So imagine she takes a step. Take a step forward. Okay? Face this side. Face. Okay? So now, she's taking a step forward. Did these people take any step? No. Imagine she takes another step forward. Okay? Did they take another step? Now imagine this one. She takes 3 steps forward. Or 5. Take 5. Because her steps are bigger than yours. Okay. So now look at that. She's in front, correct? Where is she? Where is this one now? Did this person go back? But why is she behind? So notice in life, have you noticed life keeps rotating? Have you noticed nothing goes back in life? So imagine if I stay here, I don't do anything, I'm just here. But others have been moving. Where am I now? I can't hear you. I'm now behind. Am I behind because I wanted to be behind? Why am I behind? I didn't do anything. And people were doing things. So if you don't keep developing yourself, where would you be? You'll be here. Were all of you together at the beginning? For example, we've been coming here now, training, isn't it? Some people will be taking action. The others will do what? They will just come for the activities. Where will they be in 5 years? They will be here. Where will the others be? Maybe they will be in Stellenbosch University. Do you understand? They've given you something, for example, about African girls scholarship. Somebody will go and check it today. The other person will totally forget about it. Somebody here in 12 months may have a scholarship to go and school abroad. The other people will be telling stories that, oh, my father doesn't have money. You know why? Somebody is taking steps, developing themselves. The other one is doing absolutely nothing. So once you are doing nothing in life, you are going backward. So personal development helps me to move with the changes in life. Do you understand? And that's why everybody, give them a big hand. Thank you, girls. Does he answer the question? So you have to do it yourself. Nobody will do it for you. You're like a seed that you must grow yourself. Okay? And you have to decide to do that. Then you will be the best you want to be. Is that okay? Are we done? Questions are done? Okay, what else? Her questions, are they helping you? Good. Yes, what else?
How can you maintain the level of upgrading yourself, like from a certain level to another one? Because mostly you find that once we go to university, get a degree or diploma, it all ends there. But what keeps people
It actually
driven?
starts there. It doesn't end there. What happens is this. You see, if I take a step, when I get here, I will see something else that will move me to take another step. For example, if you listen to Dr. Nkata, when she was a physiotherapist at UTH, she felt this is it, isn't it? She interacted with somebody that says you can do more. Then she went, and don't forget, she didn't have any sponsor. Nobody gave her money. So she had to pay her way through undergraduate. She became a graduate. When she got to a graduate, she found, this place is not the highest. I can go higher. So every time you take a step to improve your life, you begin to see something else you can do. If you never took that step, you will never see what's higher. Because you see, you are so there. But every time you climb one level, you see something that on this level you would never have seen. But on this level you would see because you've got here. Do you understand? So you have to keep taking steps. That's how you get there. It's just, and God will not allow you see what is for here at this level. You have to get here before you can see it. And when you see it, you say, wow, I never knew I could be here. Then that thing that took you here says, if I can get here, it means I can get there because I've done it before. You get it? But if I've never done it, I will say, that place is too high. Nobody can get there. So the way we keep doing it is taking those steps. It will show you the next. It will show you the next as you keep taking the steps. Is it making sense? Yes. And sometimes that's why you need the right friends around you. And that's why she talked about mentors. Because your mentors have gone before you. They've seen further than you. Are you with me? So that when you are around the right people, they will help you see it. You remember Isaac Newton? What did he say about giants? He says, I am where I am because I stood on the shoulders of people that went ahead of me. Do you understand? So now, most of you here should not be starting at ground zero because you have the big sisters now. If you start interacting with those big sisters, you'll find that the mistakes they made, you won't make those mistakes because you ask them questions. And then they'll help you and they'll say, hey, let's do it this way. And that's how you avoid problems. A lot of you now should be making friends with Auntie Florence there. You may look at her small. She's not small at all. She's an atomic bomb. Potent and powerful. So sometimes when you get close to her, you will see she's a mother. She has 2 kids. You think she's in grade 12, isn't it? But she's a big woman running her farm, doing her business. If you move close, she will teach you some things too. You see Pastor Violet there. You can get close. Cameron said she went to her lecturers and said, you will know me, isn't it? And she introduced herself the same way. It's up to you. Thank you for the questions, Charity. Yes, where's the microphone? You've not finished? Yes? Oh, don't worry, it'll be the last one. It's the last one. You too, you can ask your own questions. Nobody's stopping you.
What I've learned.
Yes? Okay, let's listen to what she has learned.
Dwelling in past mistakes hinders personal development.
Yes. Dwelling on past mistakes hinders personal development. Leave your past, is gone. What can you do about the past? Nothing. What is your past? Do you know what your past is? Your past is just a thought in your head, your memory. That's what your past is. It's just a memory in your head. So you are the one allowing your past to affect you because you can't let it go. You are not your past. Your past is what? Past. So if you how many of you can run forward looking back? You are just looking back, you are running. What will happen? You what? So anybody that can't leave their past can never get into their future. You have to, and by the way, at this age, do you have a past? What's your past? There's no past. So what are we talking about past? There's no past. If you ask me now, I have a past. I'm sure if you ask Florence, she has a past. Betha hasn't even started. Not talk of Jolanda. B doesn't even know what past is. So how many of you have a past? Nobody. All you have is a future that you can determine. That's the beautiful thing about your life. You determine your own future. By what? What do you determine your future by? I can't hear you. What? By your choices. It's a choice to set goals. It's a choice not to set goals, isn't it? So you are determining your future by what? So this information they're giving you is to help you make the right choices. But nobody's going to make a choice for you. How many seconds does it take to make a choice? How many seconds does it take to make a choice? I can't hear. What? How many seconds to make a choice? 1 second. So it means in every minute, you have 60 opportunities to change your life. Because it only takes 1 second to make a choice. I am going to make it. And once you decide that, then you start developing yourself. What will I do to make it? And she says you do your background check, isn't it? And then you make the right decisions. Awesome. Where's the next microphone? Yes? Okay. Where is it? There's a hand in front. There are hands on this side, I see. Yes. Let's take some from this side, and we'll come back on this side. Okay? Just hold it there. Let's take some from this side. Yes? The microphone is off. Turn it on. Is on? Pastor, okay, cool.
I have learned that we should have a clear vision.
Okay, not we. Talk about you. Don't gossip. Okay. Talk about you, not we. Uh-huh.
I have learned that I should have a clear vision of what I want to do and where I want to be.
Good.
And whatever the mind can conceive, it can always achieve.
Whatsoever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Yes. So you have to believe that. So for you now, what did you conceive or what did you imagine today about you? Give me one more. Yes? When you were sitting there, what were you seeing yourself? What were you imagining about yourself? Tell me. Let's talk about it. The good one, not the bad one. The good one. I'm sure there was no bad one.
I've been a surgeon doctor.
You want to be a surgeon? Yes. Awesome. Is anything impossible?
No.
What did Dr. Nkata say? Nothing is impossible, isn't it? Yes. I can do all things. You see, I was listening, isn't it? Yes. Good. So you can do it. What's your name? So I'm going to see you in a hospital very soon in Zambia somewhere. And maybe you'll go to some university in Canada to learn. It's not thank you, work hard. Because I'm not giving you anything, you have to work hard. Anybody else from this side before we come back here? Yes? What's your name again? Agnes? Yes, yeah?
I learned that I have to interact with other people.
Good. Your network determines your net worth. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Go on. You have to interact.
Yes.
So are you interacting with people around you?
Yes.
Good. Good. Yes, let's come here now. Yes, go ahead. Where's your sister? I didn't see her today.
She hasn't come.
You only came alone?
Yes.
I was looking for you since. Go on.
I've learned that if I am going to be a successful woman, then I have to invest, or I must invest myself into personal development.
Yes.
And be self-reliant.
Very, very good.
And above all, I should put God first.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And that is what you saw them do today. Did you notice Cameron, how many times she talked about how God helped her? Did you notice the same thing for Loveness, how God helped her? And put God in your business, and you see, you can be self-reliant and change your life. Give her a big hand, please. I like that. Is that all? Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Anybody else? Because we have to go home. Yes. You've never told me your name. What's your name?
Taonga.
Taonga, yes.
We've talked a lot about success and education.
Good.
So, is education the only thing that can make a woman successful?
No. But education is the foundation upon which a woman builds her success. Do you understand? Without education, a lot of times, a woman, you see, in the world we live in today, men get everything. Women don't get a lot, particularly in Zambia. So most times women have to work twice as hard to get things. It is not right. We are trying to change it. The whole world is trying to change it. But you see, where a woman doesn't have education, most of the time she has to depend on a man for something. And once you start depending, you see, she said you can be self-reliant, isn't it? When you start depending on a man for anything, and the man doesn't love you, and most men don't love, they just play with you. I'm not lying, I'm telling you the truth. I'm a man, isn't it? So I'm telling you the truth. You don't want to be in a place where you want to buy makeup. You're asking for a man, give me money to buy makeup. Then he tells you, go and cook mishima. Then you start becoming like a slave. Do you understand? Education gives you options. You can walk out. You can go and buy your own car. Education makes you think in a way that without education, your self-esteem is normally very small. Education just makes you see yourself as equal with everybody. So education is not the reason for success, but it's the foundation. You must have it. Okay. Imagine you go and get married and the man walks away and goes to drink and plays around. Have you seen that around you? Who is going to take care of the children? Without education, how are you going to get a job or do something? Do you understand? Good. So education really is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Okay? And you heard her, if you don't like science, do art. Do something. Okay? Good. Did he answer your question? All right. Yes, anybody else before we go home? It's time for you guys to go home. We finished on this side. As I say, 2 hands there. Quickly, yes. Those that haven't spoken, then I'll come to those that have spoken. Go ahead. Remind me your name again.
Loveness.
Loveness. Go on.
Today I've learned that no matter where, it doesn't matter where I start from. What matters is the effort that I put.
Yes. Awesome.
And I need to be open-minded.
Yes. Brilliant. Give Loveness a big hand. Absolutely. Okay. We're going to go. Those 2 people, give them 2 people there. I saw 2 hands. 1, 2. Then I want to hear for your first time. Your first time coming here today. I want to hear from you. Yes. Go ahead. Talk to me. Is it your first time today?
No.
No. Okay. Tell me what you learned today.
Okay. I've learned about staying true to yourself. If you're true to
Okay.
yourself,
Good.
it's going to help you make decisions.
Yes.
Whereby you can even resist peer pressure.
Brilliant. When you are true to yourself, your friends can make you do what you don't want to do. Very good. Thank you. Give her a big hand, please. Yes, where's the hand at the back there? I saw a hand. Yes, go ahead.
I learned that in spite of all the situations that you're going through, you should always stand up and face them.
Brilliant. Go ahead, it's on. No, talk to the microphone.
Because if you don't face them, your dreams will be, you won't fulfill them. So it's up to you to stand up and face situations.
Good. So don't give up. You face challenges, face them. You heard Dr. Nkata say, along her journey, she got pregnant, isn't it? Yeah. What happened? Did she stop? No. Most people, because of shame, they stop. And your life finishes there. And you look back and all you do throughout your life is regret and regret and regret. What do? You stand up. And we had a wonderful testimony about Florence there, isn't it? She's gone back to school, correct? And she's doing her degree. And here, in this session, she told me, I've decided I'm going to do my master's. So you think you are the only one learning? We are learning as well, isn't it? So don't stop because you face a challenge. Overcome it. Stand up. Keep walking. In fact, next time I'll show you a Johnny Walker advert. The reason, not the drink, the wisdom behind that thing where they say keep walking. It's such a brilliant, brilliant thing. Never stop, never give up, keep walking. Yes, the microphone is there. It's about time to go home, huh? Your parents need you home now.
I've learned that self-esteem.
Tell me your name. Is it your first time today?
No,
No. Okay. Go on.
I've learned that self-esteem is based on our thoughts.
Yes, totally. Self-esteem means the way you like yourself. The way you like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, people will treat you bad. People will treat you the way you think about yourself. If you think you are rubbish, people will treat you like rubbish because you will put yourself out as if you are nothing. And why people think they are not good enough is because you compare yourself to other people. And it's never wise to compare yourself with anybody. Okay? Good. Is that it? Yes.
I've learned that it takes a step so that you can see the future. And also the step that I take today will determine the future. And also that I must be open-minded so that I might see the opportunities that will come my way.
Good. You heard her talk about opportunities, isn't it? You must be open-minded. You never know where it will come from. I'm really proud of you guys. Well done. Please give yourselves a big hand. I think you are doing very well. Yes, is somebody here? You want to talk? Go ahead and talk. There's somebody talking wants to talk at the back. Yes, go ahead.
I've learned that you should always be nice to people and people will be nice to you.
Yes. If you are not nice to people, you will lose opportunities. She's in front. She wants to say something. Over here. Two of them there. Yes, go on.
I've learned that once you build your self-esteem and nobody can bring you down. Once you build your self-esteem, once you're strong, nobody can bring you down because you're already on top. And
yes.
Yeah, it's quite alright if you're on top. And on top there, you're not working hard to go
long distance marathon, yeah.
Yes, you can go down, but if you have God with you and you're building your self-esteem, you can just be where you are.
Good.
You can just be strong.
So another word for self-esteem is believing in yourself. Believe you can make it. Believe you will never quit. Just believe in yourself. Okay? Yes, Madi.
You should never let anyone define you. That's the main problem.
Never let anyone do what?
That define you.
Define you.
That's
very good.
That's the main problem that most girls have.
We let other people define us.
Yes.
Good. So don't listen to what they say about you. You have something good to say about you. And you had Better's assignment to you. Between now and the next time, you write 10 things that you love about yourself. And can I advise you to do something? When you get home today, write the 10 things. Then between now and the 30th, every day, look at those 10 things and say it to yourself. Did you hear what she said? The TED Talk. She said they used to say it to themselves, isn't it? So start saying to yourself, I am beautiful. And when you say it like you believe it. I am awesome. Boy, I'm so good. In fact, don't say boy. Girl, I'm so good. Look at yourself in the mirror. Say, you are superstar. Before you go out, tell yourself those things every day. Before you sleep, say those things to yourself as you're going to bed. Are you listening? Build your own self-esteem. You can. Yes, they continue.
And just because people are talking behind your backs, don't let that bring you down. Don't even take it to mind.
Exactly.
The reason why they're talking behind your back is that they're already behind you.
Awesome.
They're seeing something in you that you don't see in yourself.
Awesome. Awesome. They're already behind you.
So don't get it to mind.
Have you noticed they don't talk about you if they don't have anything to envy about you? So most times because they envy something about you, that's why they talk about you. Okay? Thank you, Dee. Awesome. Yes, over here. There's somebody at the back. There's somebody at the back that has been raising her hand. And someone here. I'm coming that way. Let's take the person at the back first. Her hand went up first. We have to go home. Your parents need you at home. Yes?
We've also talked about...
Talk to the microphone. Put it by your mouth. Yeah.
We've also talked about who a mentor is.
Who a mentor is. Good.
Yes.
And Florence has given you mentors today.
Yes, we said a mentor is a person who encourages
and inspires you.
Good. Good, very good. So, are you going to get mentors? Who is the mentor in your group? Who is mentoring that group there? Who is the person? Who? Who? Maclina. Maclina is an awesome woman. So, your colleague on this side, who is here? Yes, please, go ahead.
Well, this is the first time I've come.
Very good. I've been looking for first-timers. Yes.
And I've learned a lot because the first speaker, she spoke about her mental health and how her parents are divorced, and that's something I've gone through. My parents divorced. In fact, they separated like on my 13th birthday. Dad left home on my 13th birthday. So being the last born, it took a toll on me, and it's really affected me up until now, as well as my mental health. I suffer anxiety, depression, but I can say I'm fine because I'm a mental health advocate now.
Awesome.
So just listening to that really inspired me and made me feel like I'm not alone and I can get through it.
Awesome.
As well as Dr. Nkata, where she's coming from, her background and whatnot. Because myself, I haven't had life easy. But I need to stop making excuses, saying, no, mom doesn't have money, dad doesn't have money. I should develop myself personally, and opportunities will definitely come. So I thank my friend Betha, who is my Julie, for inviting me here, because I've had the best time. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Give Betha a big hand, please. Awesome. Good. Okay. Who is the last person? Last person. You're the last. Okay, give it to me. Yes, talk. Okay, she's the last. She'll be the last over there.
I've learned that in life, if you make a mistake, you should understand and learn from it.
Yes.
Yes, and something
so
else.
You can make a mistake, but you are not a mistake.
Yes.
You learn from the mistake, but there's nothing wrong with you. There was something wrong with what you did.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And another thing that I learned, I didn't even know about, is the fistula. Yeah. The fistula thing, I don't know if it is the fistula. Yes.
Yes.
I've just learned it. I didn't know.
Yeah,
yes, I didn't know that that's what happens.
It happens a lot to girls. They give into early marriage.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I've also learned that when you involve yourself into sexual intercourse whilst you're still young, you get pregnant, then you give birth at a tender age, then you get that kind of what?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really terrible. And it really destroys the lives of women. It makes you like, and you see, you live with it till you die, if you like. A lot of women. So that's something that society does when we allow women to, or girls to go into marriage, and they call it early marriage. There's nothing like that. It is just, what do they call it? What do they call it? Something rape. Sorry? That's defilement. Basically, it's defilement. Okay? It is rape. Good. So, where's the person? The other one. Talk to me. You have the microphone? Okay, please give her the microphone.
I've learned about personal development.
Good.
They said that personal development is development that starts with oneself of setting goals.
Yes. Good. So I hope all of you will go and set goals. I hope you will take this serious. Thank you for coming today. The next time we're meeting is on the 30th of July, okay? But before the 30th of July, Florence is going to tell you about the 9th. On the 9th, there will be a youth program organized by Harvest Mission Church for you, okay? She'll tell you about it. And on the 23rd, there will be another youth program organized by the Harvest Mission Church. How many of you go to church? Go to church? Good, good, very good. Now, if you don't go to church, this is organized by the Leadership Farm, okay? The Leadership Farm is not a church. And you know how farmers grow crop? The Leadership Farm will grow people to be successful, okay? Now, the Leadership Farm is for everybody. It's not a church. So when we come here, we always tell you it's not a church. But if you notice the two people that spoke today, one thing you heard them say so much is how God helped them, isn't it? So each of you needs God. If you are going to really develop to the best, because your personal development is spirit, soul, and body. Do you understand? Are you listening? Are you with me? So if you are going to really grow and you want to be in a place where your friends cannot influence you, you need God in your life. Did you notice that's why Cameron hasn't gone into drugs and all those things? Because she says the God in her life. Now the question is this: how many of you, apart from going to church, how many of you truly know God? And how many of you, keep it quiet, keep it down. I can hear a lot of noise on this side. What's happening? At the back there, what's going on? Hello? Jolanda, can you talk to them for me? Thank you. Let's pay attention. We're about to go home. Good. Where you don't build your relationship with God, when things get tough, you may not have anybody to turn to. So that's why we encourage you from this age to go to church. And for a lot of you that you don't have church, a lot of people say, I go to church, but you know you don't go sometimes. There is a church here in this hall. Every Sunday, it's called Harvest Mission Church. That's where Pastor she's not a pastor, but since she's overseeing the youth, I call her pastor. So Florence is the head of the youth of Harvest Mission Church. And all the girls you saw, where are the big sisters? Let me see you stand to your feet, please. Please stand to your feet. Okay. These beautiful girls, awesome women are, but don't stay behind. Let them see your face. When you gave them your name, did you see how they, okay, you see them? Some of them have finished university. Some of them are working. They are just here to help you. They all attend Harvest Mission Church. We are not saying if you go to a church, stop your church. That's not what you came here for. Okay? But I can guarantee you that these women can help you become better. So please, if you don't go to church, why don't you come and fellowship with Harvest Mission Church? And then you can get personalized mentorship and help. I'll ask Florence, please, thank you, sit down. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll ask Florence to come. Irene didn't stand up. You see Irene now. You see Irene. Camera, put on Irene, please. Irene, get Irene for me. You see that beautiful woman there? Irene. Hallelujah. So everybody go and hug Irene when you finish today. Okay? Now, they're all here to help you. All right? Tomorrow, service starts here at 10. You don't have a place to go, come and you will meet with them. I'm going to hand her over. She'll tell you what the youth group does and how they can be a blessing to you. And then she will tell you about the 9th, about 23rd, and between now and that time, she'll tell you how to get involved in it. Okay? So, give yourselves a big hand for coming today. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you on the 30th of July. And I will hear about you. I may even peep on the 9th and the 23rd to see what you're doing. God bless.
Thank you, Pastor. Let's give a hand to Pastor. So, as Pastor has mentioned, and I did mention it earlier, we do have other meetings other than the meeting that you have today and have to wait until the 30th. When you heard Nikutali, that's what you say. So just know that we do have a meeting on the 9th and on the 23rd of this month. These meetings are Harvest Mission Youth. These ladies that Pastor made you see. There are also guys that are also in those groups. These groups, as any church, we have youths. And these youths are young people that want to serve God in their lives, and not only serve God, but they also want to be productive in their lives. So when we come, there are segments where we have each other, we teach each other how to different skills, Half the time we come and we have fun just to come and talk as brothers and sisters. We come to ask questions that probably our parents will never answer us. And we come here to teach each other how to succeed with God in mind. So we do have different activities. And I would urge all of you, if you don't have, there's something that is going on, I don't know. What's going on? Okay, Charity, what's going on? I said something. Like what? I said something that it's a camera that did what I say. Okay, you guys, so Maona, Munisek, and my if I have low self-esteem, and that woman has low self-esteem. Huh? You see, is that being a sister's keeper? Is that being a Julie? So, okay, so we, like I saw the days we all have them in mind. We meet here by 14:30. We meet. Let's come and know each other even more. I wouldn't know all of you by name by today, and it's our 5th meeting. But imagine when we meet every one of these meetings. Wouldn't you want me to know you by name? Yes, I would, because Tikambisana 1-to-1. So let's make that time. We are not saying move to our church, but let's come and just grow together. And you go back to your church a grown Christian and a grown successful woman. That's also a good plan, eh? Yes. So we've come to the end of our meeting. Please don't forget our next. David had something to say. I'm finishing, David. David is in love with you guys. So we've come to the end of. We've come to the end of our meeting. Please, like David had mentioned, we have our Facebook account. Like, share. When you share, one person, when you share with 5 people, already 10 others have seen. Share these on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook and on, is it Twitter? YouTube. So you follow us, and we will see you on the 9th and on the 23rd and on the 30th. Thank you. I don't know what to say.